I got to sit next to John Sajo. That'll be interesting. Well, well, well.
So that's what you're here for, is one show?
One show. Basically, I'm here for the number 25, Practical Political Reform, with Chairman Michael Markowitz, who's an instructor at Holy Family College in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Debbie Goldsberry from CAM, Nelson Goodman, a doctor, former chairman of Maryland Medical Chirurgical Society Drug Committee. I don't know what that means, what that word, huh?
Liturgical?
It says CH. It says CHIRU. Chirurgical. And Eric N. Harlow, Save Our Liberties, Mountain View, California. Michael Moran, marijuana activist, not too shabby. John Sajo, director of the Oregon Marijuana Initiative. Here, John, you want to smoke a chillin' when you come to my room?
Think you would?
I don't know. Some of these guys are still uptight. That's why I'm here. So that they lose their paranoia. Right here in front of the window. You know what I mean? They're scared. Oh.
So why are they here? Why are you here? Is this why you're here?
I'm here to present, because I presented a paper to them called User Input, which they have. I have a copy of here that's not in perfect form. I have it on my disc right here, which we can send to Kinko's and get published, printed real fast, laser type. But I understand that it won't be necessary because they have it here already.
Oh, really?
How's that?
They brought it with them.
How's that for this year's variety? Isn't that nice? And trim. Somebody played with scissors on it, I guess.
Ah.
For the paranoid.
And for the paranoid?
I mean, you know, we used to have a joke at these things because, hey, come to a normal conference and smoke with us and stuff. It's a federal case, you know? Like, they're not going to make a federal case out of it. Now, man, with all the felonies and everything else some of us have on our backs, sitting around here in the District of Columbia is like, whew, that's about the baddest you can mean.
So you think it is a federal case now?
Well, I mean, they've made it a federal case. With the RICO Acts and all that other stuff, they've made it big. I mean,
well, only if they can get to...
Look at how much federal enforcement of the marijuana statutes there are. 90% of the DEA's money, or something someone said not too long ago, was spent for, on the enforcement end, was spent for marijuana. And domestic at that. Well, you know...
Well, that's the biggest grower right now.
One of the things that I talk about tomorrow is like, or Saturday, is that... you know, here it is, the #1 cash crop in America. Still, like back in the original Adam Smith Revolution days.
Yeah.
When the whole plant was, you know, this is just the tops. #1 cash crop in the country. No farm subsidies from the government. And no Madison Avenue height, nor DC tax bite. Now that's pure, I mean, it's pure and simple. That's what they're supposed to be teaching these MBAs all about. Find a product, breaks down the barriers, gets through the territories, whether they like, you know, VCR, Xerox, whatever, get through the lines, make it available, uniform quality, distribution network based on piggyback, you know, pyramiding, basic pyramid structure, and here it is, you know, without any government subsidies, no Madison Avenue height, no tax bite. And they're trying to make us call us traitors.
Well, you are.
Like, it looks as if we've, I mean, one thing we've done is we've lived up to the American.
Now this is the RICO that you worry about.
Well, I lobby for domestic growers.
Yeah.
People who grow and consume in the privacy of their own home, who give their seeds away, who spread their herb with people, etc., etc. And in this essence, we're talking about, in the purest essence of economics, the customers beat a path to your door wherever you're at. If you have herb, and they know what they're looking for, they know the dosages they want to take. They'll only pay so much. They're willing to pay more if they have to, etc., etc. So it's a total trust network built on a uniform quality product. With,
well, that could be said for anything, no.
Well,
that's
that
description.
That's marketing.
Murder could be used the same way. War is done the same way.
Well, true. But see, there's the Madison Avenue hype, and there's lots of taxes.
Now, isn't it more though that and this is something that I am amazed at the growers for wanting an illegalization act. Because I know if I can, I'm going to grow it myself and not buy anything. And isn't that what the companies are worried about in the big run? You know,
which companies?
Any company that's interested in marketing marijuana for its high value.
For sure. That's the whole problem. That's why these guys have never been able to address it, because they won't stand up for the privacy rights. Haven't stood up for that privacy rights. Haven't really drawn the line in the sand over the constitutional aspects of this issue, and therefore are trying to cut a deal over marijuana for medicine.
That's right.
Or after hours, or for hemp, or for this or that, rather than standing up right from the start and say the government's wrong, drawing a line and forcing them out of it. Now, once they're out of it, we'll work it out. The consumers will work it out with the growers.
Yeah, they certainly will. Yeah. Except for me, who will step outside the growers.
Whatever the pattern is will come from us.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys here at this place are about to try to sell a policy to the federal government.
That's right.
And give them a $10 or $15 billion a year tax windfall. We say no.
Yeah.
What is the tax windfall?
Are
they going to reduce the price of the crop, of the product? Are they going to increase its quality? Is it going to be any more uniformly distributed? Will you believe it if it says, government approved? I mean, they've been approving liquor for years. They've been approving tobacco for years.
Certainly.
I can't imagine now the government would approve of ganja. I mean, already they take the whole plant and grind it up and give it to May Nut, or not May Nut, but the people that are in that, getting chemotherapy and stuff. The whole plant. Come on, give me a break. What do they know? We know what we're doing. And I'm talking about we now. We're talking about 26 million pretty regular consumers of this product.
26 million.
Yeah. That's as many as there are registered Republicans. It's more people than there are blacks. More people than there are Chicanos. It's more people than work at night. How's that one? And some of them are amongst us too. That's one of those late night. Let's cut for that commercial. BAI type things with Bob Fast. I'll drop one of those.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's a good start. Here we are. Give them the arches and.
And this is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Is it?
We just got in and.
We just have
I'm waiting for, not Jules this time. I'm waiting for JS and Jules. Wouldn't that be a trip?
Well.
On a slow boat to anywhere?
Oh, God. I don't know that I could take
Fore
that.
and aft.
I'd have to disappear. I don't know this other fellow you're talking about, but a slow boat with Jules.
Well, here's to your health, wealth, and happiness. It's a pleasure to be in the catalog, man. That's such a recognition, because my paper is called User Input. Where all these guys have been talking for all these years about policies, about addiction, and for addicts, and to addicts, and at addicts, and about addicts, without ever, really talking with addicts, and least of all, really communicating, making it a two-way, like.
So we're talking about all these.
What do you think is the matter with your life? Well, man, I have this addiction, but you know what? I don't have a place to stay, and my wife this, and my kid that, and this and that, and that. Oh, well, you should stop your addiction, and then we'll work on those other things. No. The easiest thing to do is maintain the addiction, reduce the dosages, eliminate the toxins in the guy's diet, woman's diet, etc., etc. Get them on the social services line and talk to their consciousness. And the few 2, 3, 5% that tell you to fuck it after a while and just keep on doing it, well, maybe that's their right. By life, they have the right to burn it off.
If they want to.
No one says that this is one of them, it's a pluralistic society. There's no morals to keep somebody here if they don't want to be. There's no moral dictate to keep somebody here if they don't want to be. And you can't make them a citizen out of it if they don't buy into the system. You can't force them to do it. You can't force them to vote. You may fine them if they don't, but you'll never force them to vote.
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, looking at it from those standpoints, I mean, a lot of people are making a lot of money every year, $40,000, $50,000, $70,000 a year, doing what they do, and it's great. And if they weren't doing it, we couldn't be where we're at today and all that. But